Do you ever scroll through your anime list thinking you've seen every good isekai out there, only to realize you've missed a whole lot of hidden gems? Yeah, me too. Sometimes you don't need a mega-budget, top 10 ranked anime to get that perfect escape from reality hit. You just need a good story, a unique twist, and a world you can get lost in. But while everyone's still talking about Zero and Sword Art Online, there are some underrated masterpieces that deserve way more love. So today we're counting down the top 10 most underrated isekai anime. The shows you probably skipped, never heard of, or just didn't realize were that good. There will be light plot setups, but no major twists revealed. And if you discover a new favorite from this list, hit that like button and consider subscribing for more anime deep dives. Let's kick it off, starting from number 10. Number 10, Tsukimiki, Moonlit Fantasy. This one plays the isekai game, then throws the board off the table. You've got your average high school guy, summoned to another world. Except the goddess looks at him, says ew, and dumps him at the edge of civilization. Brutal. But instead of sulking, he just casually befriends dragons, destroys monsters, and builds his own empire on the side. The comedy? Sharp. The power scaling? Wild. The world building? Way more interesting than you'd expect. Makoto, our lead, isn't trying to be a hero. He just wants to mind his business and avoid drama. Naturally, the world refuses to let him. Underrated, hilarious, and surprisingly cool. Number 9, Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Think One Punch Man, but with OCD and even more protein shakes. Seiya, the hero, is summoned to save a fantasy world. Standard setup. But instead of charging in, he trains. And trains. And overtrains. Like blowing up slimes with nukes just in case they regenerate. You'd think the whole OP protagonist gag would get old, but this show keeps finding new ways to play with it. And just when you think it's all jokes, the story drops a surprisingly emotional bomb that hits you hard. Ristar, the goddess, is pure chaos energy and honestly steals half the show. If you want to laugh and cry, this one's for you. Number 8, I'm Standing on a Million Lives. Don't be fooled by the generic title. This isekai gets dark. 3 classmates are dragged into a brutal RPG world where every mission is life or death. But this isn't some cheerful power fantasy kind of ride. There are consequences. Real ones. And the main character, Yusuke, isn't a hero, he's a realist. Cold, logical, and often brutally honest. What makes this one stand out is how it treats the fantasy world seriously. The quests are tough. The enemies are smarter than they look. And death, permanent. If you're tired of overpowered protagonists and want something more grounded and intense, give this one a shot. Number 7, Kimono Michi, Rise Up. Imagine getting isekai'd to a magical world, then suplexing the princess who summoned you. That's the tone right off the bat. Our main guy is a pro wrestler obsessed with animals. He gets summoned to fight monsters, but decides, nah, I'm gonna open a pet shop instead. The result? Pure chaos. He befriends, or body slams, everything in sight, and somehow it all leads to building his dream animal sanctuary. The humor is absurd, over the top, and totally self-aware. This is Konosuba-level nonsense, but with more headlocks and beast girls. Don't go in expecting plot depth, just embrace the ridiculousness. Number 6, Wise Man's Grandchild. Yes, the protagonist is absurdly powerful. Yes, he's basically unbeatable. But that's not the point. After dying in our world, a man gets reborn as a magical prodigy and raised by a legendary wizard. Naturally, he grows up breaking every rule of magic. But what makes this one fun is how lighthearted it is. There's no edgy revenge arc, no dark world politics, just good OL fantasy fun with explosive spells and awkward teenage romance. It's not reinventing the genre, but it owns what it is. Sometimes you just want to see a fireball solve all your problems. Number 5, The Faraway Paladin. This isekai doesn't rush. It builds. Carefully. Emotionally. Will is a boy raised in a ruined city by 3 undead guardians, a warrior, a priest, and a sorcerer. They teach him, guide him, and shape him into something more than just another summoned hero. What makes this show shine is its heart. It's about faith, morality, purpose. The story is quiet, spiritual, and surprisingly profound. And when the action hits, it means something. If you're looking for a thoughtful, emotionally resonant isekai with real depth, The Faraway Paladin is one of the best you've never seen. Number 4, Ascendance of a Bookworm. This isn't an isekai about power. It's about passion. Urano is a bookworm who dies and wakes up in a medieval world where books are a luxury only nobles can afford. Her solution? Make her own books. From scratch. From nothing. It sounds small scale, but it's one of the most compelling underdog stories in anime. Watching her recreate ink, paper, and printing presses just so she can read again? Weirdly inspiring. This is a story about knowledge, persistence, and the love of learning, and it absolutely deserves more attention. Number 3, Recreators. Technically a reverse Isekai, but trust me, it's one of the most original takes on the genre. Imagine if anime characters started showing up in the real world. Knights, mages, magical girls, video game warriors, all trying to find their creators. Some want revenge. Some want answers. Some just want to go home. The show is smart. Meta. It explores creation, authorship, and the responsibilities of storytelling. The action is flashy, the stakes are sky high, and the philosophical questions it raises? Seriously underrated. If you want something completely different from the usual Isekai fare, Creators is your wild card pick. Number 2, Now and Then, Here and There. This Isekai pulls no punches. It is not for the faint of heart. A boy gets dragged into a war-torn world where children are soldiers, water is more valuable than gold, and cruelty is the norm. It's bleak. It's raw. And it feels real. There's no magic system to master. No cheat skills to rely on. Just one kid trying to hold on to his humanity in a place that's lost it. It's a hard watch, but an unforgettable one. If you want to see what Isekai can be at its most serious and emotional, this is essential viewing. Number 1, Grimgar, Ashes and Illusions. And here it is, the most underrated Isekai of them all. Grimgar drops you into a world that feels beautiful, but dangerous. A group of strangers wake up with no memories and are forced to survive by joining a fantasy world guild. But unlike other Isekai, nothing comes easy. Killing monsters is terrifying. Money is tight. People die, and it hurts. The art is stunning. The music is melancholic. And the story takes its time, letting you feel the weight of every small victory and every devastating loss. It's slow, emotional, and painfully human. Not everyone's cup of tea, but if it hits, it stays with you. So there you have it. 10 underrated Isekai anime that deserve way more attention than they get. Whether you're in the mood for comedy chaos, emotional depth, or something completely unexpected, there's something on this list that'll stick with you. Now it's your turn. Did I miss your favorite underrated Isekai? Drop it in the comments. I'm always hunting for the next hidden gem. And if you found a new favorite from this list, hit that like, smash subscribe, and ring the bell for more anime recommendations. Until next time, keep watching, and keep escaping.